Traders from around the world, what's going on? It's your captain of the candlestick, Ricky Cadden from Real Life Trading Australia. Hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic and are having a profitable year so far. It is Wednesday, and today I am doing a stock review on the broader markets and a few stocks and positions that we have currently been in for the last week or so. But let's first of all talk about the broader markets. Now, the SPY, guys, we had this massive breakdown, closing below the 200, retest of the 100. We ended up breaking down even further, coming back down to a major level support level at 420. Now, we have had this support level here for quite some time. When we did break out and go higher here, I was watching and waiting for the price action and volume to step in and show some more bullishness. It did not happen. We ended up closing below, breaking down. We had this cute little double top, breakdown, retest of the neckline, breakdown again, retest of resistance, and then back down to previous key level of support. Now, in the trading room, guys, I did mention that this particular area, what has been happening in the markets, looks very, very similar to what happened back here in 2018. We had this nice little breakdown, closed below the longer terms, we retested, traded back down to support, and now, I mean, if we take a look, if I just take a replay and bring it back to this particular candle right here, you can see how we are starting to close, lots of volume, and we're actually closing into this particular wick. Now, this is really, really important, guys. If you take a look at where we are currently right now, I'll just go back to the normal chart, right back to where we are today. You can see we are yet again closing below the wicks and long-term support. So this is really, really important. We are also getting somewhat of almost a death cross with the 100, 200 simple moving average looking to cross over. I do understand that we can possibly bounce here. We have pulled back almost 15%, so about 13% on the broader markets. If you take a look at the weekly chart, right, the 100 simple moving average is only about another 3% away. Now, this could be a really nice dip buying location. It could be where we start to consolidate and find support on the SPY, but that would be, in total, it would be about a 16% pullback. I'd love to see us pull back even further, possibly down to the 200. If we did, that would be absolutely phenomenal, and there would be a lot of blood on the streets. However, just keep in mind that if we do come down to around that $400 level, the 100 simple moving average is there to kind of hold us up for the longer term. So keep that in mind, guys. Now, the E-minis, you can see the E-minis have been trading back down to support. We have had the increasing volume, which we spoke about just now on the SPY. Gorgeous rejection of the longer term moving averages and breakdown. Now, we are at a very pivotal level. We will either bounce here or kind of consolidate and then break lower. We'll just have to wait and see how tonight's session goes on the broader markets. Here's NIO, ticker symbol NIO. Now, this was the weekly options newsletter that we did send out last week, which was an absolute banger trade. Well done to all the real life traders who did trade this. Fantastic breakdown. We did use the 10 EMA strategy. Now, the 10 EMA strategy, we did get this bearish trigger right here, and all we were looking for was a breakdown below this candle, stop above that candle, and then look to take out to our profit on this one. I did get out at 1R somewhere around about here. I did get out at around 1R. Some traders making 2R on this trade. Well done to all the real life traders. Now, guys, if you have not been a part of real life trading before, or you would like to get involved in our swing trading floor, I've got really great news for you. In the next 2 weeks in May, starting in May on the 9th of May through till the 20th of May, we will be opening the swing trading floor up for free for you guys to be here live and enjoy all the analysis that we do and take all these glorious trades with us. So Make sure you guys get in and sign up for that. I will give a link in the description over the next week or so, so keep your eyes peeled for that if you've wanted to be in the trading room. Here's TSM. Now TSM we did get triggered into and closed out last night for a nice little 1.2R gain. Once again, we did take this one on a 10 EMA breakdown. This 10 EMA strategy, we got these two bearish candles, waited for the breakdown. We got the increasing volume that we were going to close below. Coming into earnings, I did mention back here on the 13th. So on the 13th, which was just around about here, I did say if we can get a retest of the 103 and 104 with price rejection and volume increases, will be a great candidate for a short. As you guys can see, we did get to 104.50. That was the high, roughly 104.50, and then we looked to take this one on a breakdown. We had this short little, cute little retest, and then broke down lower yet again. Also, with this trade, we did kind of see that this was going to continue this little bit lower, purely because of the gap that we had back here. Now we had a retest gap that has not been filled since November 2020, which is absolutely insane. We are finally getting in there. I did mention to everyone that this one would most likely be a nice little 2R winner. If you are still in TSM, guys, you can possibly look to keep on holding. It does look pretty bearish. Longer term moving averages are bearish. We are below all of them. The weekly chart, however, we are also below the 100 simple moving average as well. So keep your eyes peeled on this one. If we do start to trend lower, the 200 simple moving average is at 75. Still a little while away, but on this one, guys, if you did make money on this, well done to all the real life traders out there. Now here's Bitcoin, guys. Bitcoin I have been mentioning for quite some time after we got this evening star reversal pattern that there is a possibility we could go short. Now this little ascending trend line that we have had, I did mention, is very, very important that we hold above it, and that if we don't, it would possibly go down to 38, and if not 38, but possibly even 30k. This could be a very nice little breakdown. We did get a lot of selling pressure back here at this selling location that I did draw a while ago. And you can see here we kind of broke down, we closed below with volume and then retested resistance and then just kind of broke down. The weekly chart, you can see we are still coming back into the 100 simple moving average. So this is going to be another key level, which is around 36k. So keep your eyes peeled on that. 36k would be a nice little dip buying opportunity. If not, there's our major level down here at 30k, and then from there I would expect us to definitely look to bounce. Here's the Aussie 200. Now the Aussie 200 on the weekly chart, you can see here price rejection that we had the last few weeks. We did trade a little bit bullish, but we could not hold above that 75.30 level. If you take a look on the daily chart, we did consolidate sideways, tried to come back higher and break out and create some new highs. Did not happen. Straight back to previous resistance, and we sold off again. Shocking. You can see we are now below these longer term moving averages. We did break down below this previous support, and now we are kind of just retesting, possibly coming back down to this 7,000 or 7,100 or $7,000 level on the Aussie 200. So keep your eyes peeled for a short. Also currently getting two 10 EMA short signals for this to go lower. I mean, if you did catch this amazing run with this bullish signals that we did get, you would have made so much money on that particular trade. So reach out to us, reallifetrading.com. We do have the 10 EMA strategy on the dashboard, so go and check it out. Here's Rio. Now Rio is coming back down to a major support level at 106. You can see here on the weekly chart that we are longer term moving averages, we are chilling at the 100 simple moving average. Also previous major support levels and resistance levels. So this one is going to be one you possibly look to wait. If we do come back down to the 200, we break down, then it would look like a really nice dip buying opportunity for Rio. But all in all, guys, at this point, I wouldn't be rushing into this trade. There's not a whole lot of volume stacking in just yet. But definitely on a lot of traders' watch lists with Rio. Here's Woodside Petroleum, ticker symbol WPL. Now, they did have a massive bullish move from December all the way through till March, with crude oil just absolutely skyrocketing, which we'll speak about in just a moment. Now, you can see we have had a retest gap, a black candle gapping down, also having an evening star reversal pattern. So I do expect there to be some resistance around about 32, and then possibly another breakdown. The 4-hourly chart, you can see the 200 simple moving average on a 4-hourly chart is around about $30, very, very close to, which is a major level of support. So keep your eyes peeled for that. But the daily chart, the shorter term moving averages, you can see we are now closed below, or we are around about the 50-day EMA. On Woodside Petroleum. So we'll take a look at crude. Now, crude is going to be trading very nicely with crude. We did have this descending triangle, or this descending wedge that has been forming for quite some time. I did mention to all my traders that this was a good dip buying opportunity, that this was our selling location. This little red box has been drawn for since 2014, so it's been there for quite some time. I did mention this was going to be where we'd start to find price rejection. So being a part of the real life trading floor, you will get all this juicy trade setups and all this information. But definitely keep your eyes peeled on crude oil with this particular pattern. Now, we have been closing below the 50-day EMA. Also, longer term moving averages, guys. You can see here on the longer term moving averages, we are coming in at around $90. Now, if we are going to break down, you would need a strong close below these wicks, because we have been holding support the last couple of days. Great volume. If we have a strong close, below 98.70, below here, if we have a strong close with volume, I would expect to see this one trade all the way back down into the 90s yet again. So the low 90s on crude. So keep your eyes peeled on that. However, if we do get a breakout, look to trade on the retest, because we will be coming into resistance at around 108 to 110, and then from there I look for a nice little bullish play to go higher. Now, gold. Now, gold, once again, another position out there that has been closing below these wicks. We are getting a short little retest, and it looks like we're going to continue. Now, $1,900 level has been a really nice support level. You can see here, I'll just go into the 30-minute chart here, just so we can see what's going on. We are really not getting any buying pressure coming in here intraday. You can see back here we had a nice little consolidation around 1950, went completely sideways. Here we're doing the exact same thing. So I do expect this one to trade a little bit lower. You guys know that I am a big fan of trading gold futures and crude futures. I do expect a pullback into 1866 at this rate, or the 100 simple moving average, which is at 1874. Now, the Aussie dollar, you can see the Aussie dollar has been pulling back quite fiercely the last week. Massive volume, so good for all the people who have US dollars. The weekly chart, you can see here we're back down at the 200 simple moving average. If we get a pullback into 70 cents, this would be a nice little dip buying location. And lastly, I will just talk about the VIX. I did mention in the swing trading floor that back here, that this is where, you will want to look to protect yourself. The VIX is currently trading more bullish, but coming up to resistance. So hopefully we do start to simmer down and we don't start to fall on the SPY. So keep an eye out for that. Volatility index is very high, so there will be some very large moves, possibly more to the downside as the fear sets in. Alright guys, I'll be back on Friday with another real life stock review just for you. If you want any tickers or stocks you would like to be reviewed, leave it in the comment section below and I'll put them in my next review. And until next time, love life, live life and trade it. You guys absolutely rock.